How's it going, everyone? This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online, the second era. So this is episode 14, and so today we're just going to continue on from where we left off last time. So it's back into the water for me. And so as you know, in my previous episode we went through the half-sunken ruins of Tindrum City, and so after that episode, I did think about some of the I kind of theorized about how the ruins got there. So I've sort of come up with three possible theories. So I think this is going to be, as this is probably going to be a rather long journey, since I'm going to be swimming. I'm just going to talk about some of the three theories that I sort of thought about that might explain the half-sunken ruins. So the first theory that I sort of thought about is that there was an earthquake that took place sometime in Tindrum's past, and that earthquake probably destroyed large parts of Tindrum, or whatever the city was called before that, and so Tindrum, the city that we see now, was built on top of that, on top of the ruins, or at least the ruins were, swept aside to make way for the new city. So that's one theory. Because I did try to look on Google, try to see whether there was any background lore that might explain Tindrum's history, at least in relation to the ruins that we saw in episode 13. Okay, I think I need to rest. And the second theory that I have is that there was some sort of a cataclysmic event sometime in the past that caused the sea level to rise, and that might explain why we see so many buildings that are sort of half underwater and or completely submerged. So that's a possibility. Oh, cool. My swimming survival skill just hit 100, so just give me a minute to lock that down. Okay. So swimming's 100. So it's possible because there might have been like a world-changing event that caused the tectonic plates of this of Nave to shift, and so that might have affected Tindrum as a city. So it's possible that Tindrum's had to move on to higher ground, and so the old city was abandoned. So that might be another possibility. That's another theory that I have. And now the third theory that I have is that there was a war of some kind. So possibly that sometime in the past there was a conflict, and the city that was that you see in the that you saw the half-sunken ruins that you saw in the last episode was destroyed, um, as a result of the conflict, and so that's just the three theories that I have concerning the how to explain the ruins. So yeah, some interesting things that I thought about, because I do like to think about, what happened, in the game's lore and that sort of thing. So okay, so I think that's the. Now I did also have a look at the this area in Google. So apparently this area is called Clerus Magica. So, but before that I used to call it the Citadels. So, but I think the official name for this area is the Clerus Magica. So, so yeah, I may start to call it that rather than Citadels. I do have to say that traveling, exploring through water is it's quite a different experience for me. Because previously I've always been, traveling on land, and so it's a nice change, I think. Yeah, the scenery is definitely, quite nice. Now I think it's morning again, so it's the sun's that way. So so I'm thinking it's just either dawn or early morning. So I'm just going to, basically circumnavigate the, this, the cliffs, and try and see whether I can find anything, see something different. As you know from my previous episode, I planned on trying to find that castle that you see when you select the human clade in character creation. It takes you to that, to that castle entrance of some kind, and now I'm not sure whether that area exists actually, but I'll just try and see whether, I can actually find something like that. So there's a lot of things that I think, I'm kind of thinking that the developers probably put in a lot of things that, but they don't tell the players. So, there's a lot of things in this world that you probably never find or know unless you go and, explore and discover. So. Yeah, that's the Mage Towers, and that's where I got my passive regeneration book, somewhere around here. And now, of course, that area is unguarded. So, if you're planning to get the passive regeneration book. If you're going to go there, do be careful. The area is not guarded, so and I did get killed in that area once, so. Okay, so we've left the Claris Magica area. So now it's just a lot of cliffs. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut back once I've gone to the other side, so that hopefully there's something there for us to see. Okay, so I've just been swimming around, this cliff, and so I've just come up to this area, and it seems like the watercolor's a bit, it's kind of just cuts off at this point, and it just changes color. So I'm not sure whether that's a graphical error or some bug. But yeah, anyway, I'll just keep swimming. But one thing I wanted to just show you is I had a look underwater, and wow, it's really deep. Really can't see what's even the bottom of the water. So I'm thinking it must be really, really deep down there. Okay, so I've just been swimming for a long time, and for quite a long time, there's just been this one long continuous cliff face. And at one point I was just thinking to myself, whether there was any point in continuing, because what if this this cliff face would never end, and I'll just be swimming around the continent, which would be rather pointless. But I have to say that persistence paid off this time. I kept on swimming, and eventually I came across this this rather this clearing, like a path, to somewhere else. So that's I'm really glad to see something different for a change, because I've been swimming for a long time, and just seeing this very long cliff face. So let's just go and swim over there and see what it is. There appears to be also a bit of a shaking problem, in the camera, because sometimes when I stop, the screen will shake, and it makes it very hard to see. But yeah, I think once I get onto shore, the first thing I'll do is I'll try and hunt some food, or at least try and forage for some some plants to eat. Something that I can nibble on, because if I look at my character's hunger level, actually it's not too bad. But yeah, I've been swimming for a long time, and so really want to do something a bit different. But swimming around the cliff, kind of made me realize, how the sailors, the explorers of old, like Christopher Columbus, when he was sailing across the oceans, I've kind of got a bit of how he must have felt, when he was just sailing into the endless, ocean, and wondering whether he would ever come across anything. So I'm glad that I kept on swimming, because if I had turned back, then I would never have discovered this area. Cool. So what is this area? um, well, yeah. So I actually saw the ocean change color at somewhere at the back. Yeah, it was the ocean color was sort of like more of a light blue, and now it's more of a like a dark green kind of color. So yeah, I'll just get to the top of that hill, and then I'll continue my journey in the next episode, so that it doesn't get too long. And what is this? I think this is okay. I don't think they're aggressive, but just to stay on the safe side, I'll keep my distance. I do wonder what these things are. Salt crystal. Okay, I want to try and pick that. Maybe it's something I can eat. But yeah, I don't think you should be eating salt, even in real life. Oh, so it gives mana nourishment. So you can eat salt. But yeah, I'll just keep that in my inventory, and maybe when I get back to Tindrum, I can sell it. That's a bit odd. The shadow sort of clips off all of a sudden. Maybe it's the sun. As the sun moves across the sky, the shadows change. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, this is probably one area that that I'm thinking that not many players have been to. It's probably one of those areas that not many have. I see something here. Don't know what it is, but well, I'm really thankful to the developers for making this area, because otherwise I would have just been swimming endlessly, around the continent. Okay, so let's see what this area is. So I'll just get off the cliff and see whether I can pick these plants. Maybe there's something here I can eat. Okay, so nothing. Yeah, I'm also going to just avoid running as much as possible, so I can conserve my stamina. Keep my reserves as long as possible. Because I don't want to become lean again. Oh, that's must be the mountain, the snow in the mountains. Wow. Oh, I recognize these. Okay, I think I'm in the area near the Minotaur cave, I think. Okay, so Wonder whether I can pick something from here. No. Okay, so looks like our travels have have been rewarded with a good scenery, and yeah, so I'll probably continue on this direction next time. So I think this is where I'll log off. I'll find somewhere to log out safely, maybe sit down in the plants, or at least lie down and have a bit of a rest. So yeah, really thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it. So yeah, if you could please hit the like button, and if you have any questions or comments, please do leave it in the section below. Please do subscribe to my channel and share this video as well. So thanks for watching. This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur, and I'll see you next time. Take care.